the next door neighbor houses and, for food, things of that nature was told to you in the scriptures, and it was told through us, through visions and through other brothers and through our elders,
Yep.
Great Millstone, to preach to you people, so therefore you can have the warning, and therefore you might have some, really to bid the elect to the marriage, so therefore we get out of here, man.
Yeah. And the brother said, lack of bread, you will see that. You will see that coming on, man. You will see. We can go read articles about how they're closing down these slaughtering houses because there's gonna be no more meat pretty soon, man. You can see how these potato crops are fading, man. You can see that lack of bread or that lack of food that's coming down the corner, man. It's all coming. It's all coming according to the scriptures, whether you like it or not, or whether you want to receive it or not. There's not gonna be no rebound for America, man. It's just going to continue to escalate in a worse and worse condition according to the scriptures, man. That's just what it is. And the majority of people, you don't want to accept that, man. What are you holding that, Job?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bring it up.
This is Job 7, 13. This is what Job's saying in all the English like his spirit is English, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I say, my bed shall comfort me, my couch shall ease my complaint, then thou scarest with dreams and terrifies me through visions.
Oh man, and hey, brothers is having those visions, those dreams where they don't even feel right in the spirit after having that dream, man. And that's what happened to the prophets. The prophets had that same fear when they were shown these great things, man. I think the book of Isaiah said, who shall save me in the wrath to come, man? You know what I'm saying?
Who should deliver me in those days?
Yeah, who should deliver me in those days, man? Like, because the Lord showed him the vision of what's going to go on, man. And he was scared. He was scared right there. Like what? Because you know why? Because he knew that he was going to come back, and because he knew that he was going to come back in these days. Ezra's could be right here, right now. And we don't know who he is because why else? That's another reincarnation scripture. Because why else would he say, "Who shall save me in the days to come?" And we just all live one life, and we die, and we stay there in the grave. Then he would. Then basically, Ezra wouldn't have to worry about it because he wouldn't have to experience it, man. So that's another cut to you Christians, man. That say there's no reincarnation in the Bible, man. And that word reincarnate mentions me to come back in the flesh, man. That's what it means.
Yeah, and live out, your judgment from the past for, man. Or to be, because it says basically the prophets of old are here today, like the brother was saying, man. So Ezra's is here.
Yeah,
we don't know who he is. He don't know who he is, right? But in the time to come, we're gonna figure it out. And it says, you're gonna be put back in your lot. So if
in Daniel, that's what's in Daniel, though.
Yep.
It said you will take thy rest. That means you're gonna die. You're gonna go to sleep. Then you're gonna come back your lot. Then you're gonna come back. You're gonna be reborn, and you're gonna stand again in these last days. You're gonna be back in your lot, back doing the things that you were doing. So hey, most high willing, we were those men back in those ancient days, bringing out this word, man. And most high willing, we're back in our lot, bringing out this word again. And most high willing, we're trying to be the hopeful elect, man, by putting on the elect and doing the things that elect will do, man. But you got more?
Yeah, that's all I had on that.
Yeah, give me what is that? Can you say 1 Samuel 3:1? And you brother give me Proverbs 29:18.
Proverbs 29:18.
Yeah, come.
Or 1 Samuel. You said 1 Samuel what?
This brother give 1 Samuel 3:1. Give me.
I got something right now.
You got something? Go ahead.
Okay.
So I said how it's such that those days that were a vision to be such a terrible thing,
Mm-hmm.
that I said in the scripture says the short for the day to be short for elect, and I got the scripture right
Yeah,
here.
come. Bring it.
Mark 13 and 20. And except the day of the Most High has shortened those days, no flesh shall be saved, for the elect's sake, from whom I have chosen, he has shortened the days.
It said no flesh shall be saved. That's just showing the severity
Of the wickedness.
Yeah.
Shit. Hey, God did run it back real quick.
Come. And except that the Most High had shortened those days, no flesh should be saved, but for the elect's sake,
Those days are. Keep going.
for whom he hath chosen, he has shortened the days.
So the days are shortened, man, for the elect's sake. And when you go into Wisdom of Solomon, the 4th chapter, it tells you he has care for his elect, man. And that's how much care that he has for the elect to speed up these days, so therefore we could get, because and it's not far-fetched. Shit, we have trouble fighting our flesh, the majority of the time.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because it's the spirit and the flesh, they war with each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, we fighting that battle, fighting Esau, fighting these motherfuckers at work, fighting these people, fighting your woman, all this, it's only so much you could take, as being a human. you know, that it's not far fetched that, you know, no flesh will be saved at this place was going, because like in Job, like the scripture we keep bringing out, it tells you the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So if the wicked rules, you're going to get nothing but wickedness, man. Nothing but wickedness. You know?
And the brother said there's so much you can take, man, being the flesh. There's so much you can take being a righteous man in a wicked fucking environment, man. Because you're just going to be constantly vexed. That's why brothers, they really don't adjust to societies, you know. That's why brothers, you know, some brothers loners, some brothers like to be by themselves. Some brothers, they like to associate, but not even with their own family members, man. Because we're vexed about the things that we see and the things that we going on. Because the majority of our family members and our former friends or our co-workers in the world, they don't understand us, man. And we don't want to be around them for that reason, because of what we know, man. Yeah. You know, because we've been given understanding and impression makers a wise man. Yeah. With knowledge is much grief, something to that effect. With much wisdom is much grief, and he that increases knowledge increases sorrow, or vice versa.
And that's like true. That. Yeah, it was a quote I read. It was like to be a black man in America and understand what's going on is to be outraged 100% of the time. Man.
Yeah, man, because that just shows you the oppression that you, Jake, is going through, man. That just shows you the constant fucking hell that we enduring, man. You know, because you got to see this white devil around you, and he's putting up his fake smile. He's trying to pat you on the back to get you to be a better slave. That's why he does it, man. That's why Jake be nice. That's why Jake not Slakia. That's why Esau be nice to you. You think that kindness has good intentions. You're wrong, man. He's just doing that because he wants you to be a better slave, or he don't want you to fucking kick his ass.
He needs you. At the end of the day, he needs you, man. He needs you. It's a balance of everything. Mm-hmm. You know, we didn't. That's why they. You know, when you go into, have you ever seen documentaries about Black Wall Street, right? And when we were segregated, we actually was doing better being segregated than these so-called white people, man. So that's why they bombed the shit, and then they came with the, oh, let's migrate with each other and all that, which brought more confusion, because then you had, you know, fake prophets like Martin Luther King and stuff like that telling us to join hand in hand with the enemy, and then when we join, this motherfucker ain't never been right. Look what he did to the Native Americans, right? Look what he did to the so-called blacks, natives, and Mexicans, man. You know, he's never had. We're good. Show me one good rap sheet that any of your enemies, any of these heathens have had, especially the so-called white man.
Yeah, you can't find it, man. No. You can't find it. Historical documents prove that the white man is a devil, man. Whether you want to believe it or not, man. You're looking to your own history books. You know, you are the devil, man. You create wickedness and evil to every place that you go. You bring death, destruction, and murder to every place you step your foot upon, man. You know, so a lot of you Jakes, you don't want to accept that fact. You don't want to accept that your beloved white man is a devil. But your beloved white man, it means you ill or harm. Well, Jake had that spirit where he wants to love everybody, man. You know, that's his spirit where he wants that. You know, but you know what? He is our enemy, man, and that's why the Lord revealed our enemy to us, man. And whether you like it or not, hey, that's what it is. You got something?
You told me to get something in Proverbs.
Yeah, get that Proverbs 29:18.
This is Proverbs
1 Samuel 3:1. You got it.
Proverbs 29:18. It says, "When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous."
When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increases, man. Yeah. Hey, so hey, they're multiplied in what? They're multiplied in power. They're multiplied in influence. They're multiplied in the positions that they held. You know, compared to you, Jake, although we outnumbered them, but they're multiplied in their positions of power and influence, man. So what does it say? That transgressions what?
It says, when the wicked are multiplied, transgressions increase it.
And that transgressions means sin and wickedness. Keep on going.
But the righteous shall see their fall.
And the righteous shall see their fall, man. So that's part of the vision. That's part of the vision that the prophets had. Part of the vision that the prophets had was the downfall of Esau, Edom, the destruction, the death of you so-called white people, man. That's part of the vision. Then that's part of our salvation. Part of our salvation is the destruction of our enemies. Then that means that the Lord's going to save us out of the captivity that we're under Esau, Edom, under the so-called white man. That's part of the vision too, man. That's part of prophecy. You know, not only does prophecy mean that you Israelites, the elect are going to be saved. It also means that our enemies are going to be destroyed. So that's a perfect balance right there, because the Lord's all about balance, man. Give me that 1 Samuel.
1 Samuel 3:1. And the child Samuel ministered unto the Most High before Eli, and the word of the Most High was precious in those days. There was no open vision.
Yeah, there was no open vision, man, because the word of the Most High was precious those days. Things were being revealed at that time. But at this time and age, things are getting revealed, man. But the word is still precious because a limited number of men have the understanding what it's truly all about, man. You know, so that's what it is. You got anything else? Hey, with that being said, man, hey, that's just a quick lesson going on to the topic of vision and prophecy, because vision is prophecy and prophecy is vision, man. And these things are happening at a very rapid pace. You know, we're hoping that things escalate to get worse. You know, we don't want to see things get better, because we know that they get worse. That means it's good for us. We all know we got to go through Jacob's trouble. We're going to be tested. Our faith is going to be tested to the utmost degree. But you know, Most High willing, we have that hope in the Most High that He's going to bring us through that, man. With that being said, I hope the lesson was edifying. With that, I want to say Barak to Yahweh,
Barak to Yahweh,
Barak to Yahushai,
Barak to Yahushai,
Barak to Yahweh,
Barak to Yahweh,
Barak to Yahushai,
Barak to Yahushai,
Barak to Yahweh,
Barak to Yahweh,
Barak to Yahushai.
Barak to Yahushai.
Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.